Well, if you guys missed the member videos, the members should be up well over 100% divided between 2 coins. And for those of you who are not members, here's another sneak peek. XYO is at 0.00387. It's working within a downward wedge, which we are working within an XCN, if you missed that. My iPad is at 3% and I need my microphone. So let's try and bust this out. XYO, beautiful entry opportunity. We brought this up for members just a few days ago. And if the members did enter, they're currently up 7-8%, not a whole bunch, but there's still a long way to go to hit this red line around 37%. Not as much as the other 2 coins I talked about in the member videos, but the data's there. The black upward trend line that this hits right here, this black upward trend line, that is essentially resistance. If it can get over that, as well as this red downward trend line, we can consider it support. So ideally, if you haven't entered into XYO, some of you did in this area, and it wasn't a bad entry opportunity because we were expecting a reversal. However, we got played by the government and it tanked. We could expect this thing to push up, hopefully tap within this area. The 200 EMA is coming down right here. And when that is considered support, then we can be off to the races. But XYO, if you haven't entered into it, now is your opportunity. I'm not a financial advisor, but I see everything lining up. I see XRP, Algorand, XRP, XCN, everything is ready and primed to take off. But XYO still has to get over the CM Guppy. More than likely, even if it's a quick push up, come and test that CM Guppy as support. Push up towards this area. I'm going to put a little rectangle here so you know. Neil said back in history, when we get in that area and we can hold over that area, that is the prime entry opportunity. Yes, if you're not stacking at this price point, you're going to miss out on like 30-40%. But that's very small fractions as to where XYO is going. And there's always the possibility for it to come downwards, for it to go up over the CM Guppy, still come down and test this red trend line once more before taking off. But that's really dependent on Bitcoin and what Bitcoin is going to decide to do. As of right now, Bitcoin is pumping. That doesn't mean anything to me because we still have to close above this area. Yes, it kind of closed. Yeah, we got a little hammer going there, but we have this black upward trend line as resistance. We got the 200 EMA coming down as resistance, and we got the orange line across as resistance. If you got $76,000 to blow, I still wouldn't be putting it into Bitcoin. I would be stacking things like XCN, XRP, or XYO. There's a reason they start with X's. They're all going to be in correlation. Elon Musk is going to be using XYO in his Teslas. There's a slew of information, but if you guys haven't entered into it, now is a pretty damn good time. Again, I'm not a financial advisor, and the absolute lowest would be this yellow line here at 0.00278, but it has a tendency to run. For example, when it broke this downward trend line, it pumped to the 200 EMA, consolidated, major retracement, but immediately afterwards, ridiculous pump to 0.43 cents. XCN is a little bit pricier than this. So if you missed your XCN opportunity to get 2,000%, XYO is flashing the lights to you saying, hey, man, I'm about to take off. If Bitcoin breaks out of its channel, I am running. So it's up to you. Stack your bag now. Wait till we get over this red downward trend line and above this black trend line and over the 200 EMA. When all that lines up, that is the green go sign. But if you go on a kind of dollar cost average, stacking a bunch now and on the way up isn't a bad idea, as I don't think this thing is going to go too much lower. If it does, there is support right around here, and it's looking prime. Look at these previous wick-offs here in December 7th. You got January 6th, and just in one day, this went from here to here, which is about 46% and back in one day. So if you're stacking here at 0.00387 and scalping that 38%, waiting for it to do its retracement real quick, and then re-entering again, that is how this game is played. So stack your bags. XYO is looking phenomenal. Become a member, because if you're not a member, you're missing out on those 2 coins that have pumped 50% each from the time we called it out like a few days ago. So that's kind of it for this video. I got 2% battery on my iPad. Hopefully this is helpful. Subscribe, like, donate. 50% goes to save animals' lives. And you can also get 50% profit from those member videos. Good luck. Have fun with it. I will see you guys on the next one.